Hello and welcome. Now for the whole of 2020 I am attempting a no buy / low buy, and I'm bringing you along for all the ups, the downs, the successes and the failures. So this is going to be my update for January. We're going to talk about all the things that I've used up, what are the new things that came into my life, where did I maybe break my no buy, what were my successes, and where was I sort of realizing that I actually really need to work hard to improve on. So yeah, let's just jump straight in. The first thing I want to talk about is all the things that I have finished up. So we've got this toothbrush, which I mean, I never believe in replacing your toothbrush like every 3 months, but I do wait until the spoils like just spread out everywhere and you're like not brushing your teeth anymore, you're more like scrubbing your teeth. So this has reached its end, but it's good because it is a biodegradable one, so I don't feel so bad about it. So you just pull out the bristles, put them in the bin, and then the wooden bit can just like go into the garden, or you can use it as kindling to start a fire, whatever you want. The next is this little bottle of jojoba oil, which I use as a body moisturizer. That's finished. I have this little eyeshadow palette that I finished up, which I've had for quite a long time, so that one's now done. Hand moisturizer, I don't know, just something I had laying around that I made a conscious effort to use up this month. A free little perfume sample, and then this bottle, which was Dr. Bronner's, but then I've used it for like travel shampoo and conditioner, but I now have finished using that, and the bottle's kind of very sticky, and I have another one that I can use for traveling. So anyway, that one's finished. And then last but not least, and probably one of the saddest things, is this pen. It has served me very well. I used it for a lot of my bullet journaling, but time has come to an end. So yeah, that was also something I finished up. So out of all those things, the only thing I am replacing is the eyeshadow palette, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the other things, I obviously have other pens, and I already had another toothbrush, so I didn't have to go out and buy any replacements. And then the body moisturizer, I have another one that I can work with, and I will not be replacing hand cream or little perfume sample or anything like that. So that is everything that I have finished. Now let's talk about the new things that came into my life. One of them was this thing, which goes on your car aircon vents, and then there's a magnet here and a magnet that goes in your phone case, and then it goes like that, so you can do like hands-free with your phone. I'm not someone who like texts and stuff like that while I'm driving, but I do often have my phone in my lap if I have the GPS on and I'm like driving and trying to navigate somewhere. And unfortunately, or actually probably fortunately, because it stops a lot of stupid people that blatantly use their phone while driving, there's been some pretty serious laws come into New South Wales and throughout Australia, where that if you there's cameras that are photographing into your car, so if you are using your phone, you're going to get massive fines. So if it's on your lap, if it's in your hand, if you're touching it, you'll get a big fine, and you'll also get demerit points off your license. So this was kind of a necessity that I needed to get this, and that was $10. Yeah. So there we go. That's one thing that I got. Some things that I got that I didn't purchase but came into my life out of the generosity of people I already know. So one was this, which is like a free little, I got this for free from my friend. It is a highlighter. So I think it goes here, like it's a makeup product basically. So she gave me that because she did a huge KonMari decluttering. She also got rid of some clothes, and one of them was this skirt. So I got this skirt, and I'm so glad that I did, because I've worn it so much since she gave it to me. And then another thing was from my mum, who just gave me this t-shirt, which I have just been wearing around the house because it's got a few holes on it, but it's good because I don't really have very many just like chill out clothing type items. So I got these two things, and also the little highlighter. I also got a cardigan from my mum and a bralette from my friend, but I didn't end up wearing them or using them at all in the month, so I've then put them into my own donation pile. I always get really excited with hand-me-downs or free things. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. And I'm pretty good in the sense that like if I don't use it within a month, I usually just donate it or declutter it, because there's no point in me hanging on to it if I actually can't utilize it and give it a second life. So those are some things that I have gotten. Now, let's talk about sort of my no buy breaking area. So this is my makeup collection. So in terms of the eyeshadow palette that I did replace this month, but I feel like it's kind of a break from my no buy. Sorry. The crows are making a lot of noise outside. So I got this palette, I do feel like it broke my no buy because it's obviously not a necessity. I don't actually need to replace this. And also for me, it broke my no buy because it's not the most sustainable option. You know, it's like plastic packaging. It is a cruelty-free brand, but yeah, I definitely could have found a much more sustainable option. But in saying that, I got it because I was like going to lots of festivals and me and my friends were doing each other's makeup. Well, correction, they were doing my makeup. I'm useless. This is my makeup collection. I don't know anything about it or how it's meant to work properly. So I ended up treating them as well. So I bought 3 of this same palette and gave one to 2 of my really close friends, and yeah, it was a really nice experience as well because now we all have the same palette and it was just kind of like a fun thing. And then yeah, it's actually something that, you know, I didn't have. It's not like I had another palette and then I bought another one that I, you know, when I could have used the one I already had, like I did use that one up. But yeah, I still feel like it broke my no buy to a degree, but it's gray area, I don't know. So anyway, I purchased this product as well as 2 other identical ones which I've given away, and then because I did finally, for the first time in my life, have sort of like somewhat of a nice eyeshadow palette, I was like, well, I should probably get brushes to actually apply that with because, you know, I don't own any. So I picked up these 4 brushes on recommendation from my friends. They're from Nude by Nature and they have had theirs for a very long time. So I did get these because they recommended them. They also weren't super expensive, but obviously not the most sustainable option, and they were packaged in plastic. But yeah, this is my now little makeup collection. So I've got like lipstick, lip gloss, mascara. I also have eyeliner, pencil, pen, wing eyeliner thing, but I cannot do it myself and I always have to get my friend to do it. So yeah, I've got a little makeup collection. I don't really know how to effectively apply it or use it, but it's been fun to experiment and it's been really nice. Like, I never wear makeup on a regular basis. It's only if I'm going to like a music festival or a night out or I'm just having a bit of fun. Like, I put a bit of a gold eyeshadow on my eyes. I don't know if you can see, but that's as extensive as my makeup abilities are. So that was something that I received. So in terms of everything that I kind of decluttered this month, because for me, I really want to track everything that's coming in, but also what's going out. So I got rid of 7 things in total. 2 of them were the 2 items that I got for free, like as a hand-me-down, but then didn't end up wearing. So the cardigan and bralette, they both got donated. And then the other 5 things that I decluttered, I gave to people that I knew would use them. So I got rid of 2 books. One I gave to someone who really wanted to read the book that I'd already read, and another one to a friend who was trying to save. So I gave her the Barefoot Investor book that I had already read and didn't need anymore. So that was really good. I really love being able to give things away to someone that can actually use them. You know, it's all good to go and donate something, but yeah, for me it's really like I want to be able to give it to someone that's going to be able to use it, and it's definitely going to get a second life, if that makes sense. So let's talk about how much I spent. So I bought the palette and the brushes. I also got the phone sticky thingy, I don't know what it's called, phone holder thing, and I bought one other item. Well, it's not really an item, but I spent money on something that's not an experience, which is I got layers of hair removal. So I've wanted to get it for a while, and then in January they had a half off price, so I got 6 sessions for underarms and bikini for $177. So that was another item kind of, but I don't feel like that broke my no buy because I have wanted it for a very long time. It's also not a physical item, and also it is sustainable in the sense that it's actually one of the sustainable options for hair removal instead of using throwaway razors or waxing all the time, things like that. So yeah, those are the things that I spent money on. So the total of the kind of things of everything that I spent, sorry, I'm just trying to find the right page, was $326.95. So that was all the things that I bought. Now, the things that I did spend money on, or not things, well, yeah, technically things, but is gas a thing? I don't know what to categorize gas, but the things that I got, or the way I spent money that was a necessity, was gas. So I spent $248.07 on that. And then I spent $155.90 on groceries. Now, my groceries bill could have been more, and my eating out bill could have been a lot less this month. So I have, as part of my no buy rules, that I can do low buys with eating out with friends. This month I definitely spent, like, I ate out way more than I wanted to. Well, not more than I wanted to, and way more than I wanted to limit myself to. So when I do my like life. I always write down everything I spend. Anything that's blue, I've like broken my no buy with, and then anything that's red is like eating out with a friend, and the yellow is like a business expense, so it's related to my car usually, so it's like gas, or I got new tires today. So yeah, this is already February because I'm late to film this video, but that is how I categorize everything. So I spent $246.25 eating out with friends, so a lot more than usual, but I guess that is January and lots of people were visiting back home around Christmas time, so I was catching up with people. And then another area where I spent money, which definitely for me was like breaking my no buy, because this is one of my goals, is to get out of this habit, is eating out in a lazy way. So I spent $101.35 on just like food eating out, and it's kind of hard because I do support work with some folks who live with different disabilities, and one of my clients that I have really loves to just like go out and go to the shopping mall, and then she likes to always like get food while we're out, and this particular person feels uncomfortable if they're eating and I don't eat, so then I often always have to like get a snack to eat with them so that they feel comfortable even though I'm not actually hungry. So I just really need to get better at like packing my own food and taking it with me when I work. So that's one area where I really need to improve. I also spent $51.80 on between cat food and Uber that I took when I was at a festival, and also my phone. So that was another area. Now I'm very lucky because my necessities of what I need to spend is actually quite minimal, because I don't have to pay rent and I don't have to pay bills. I'm in a very very lucky position where I'm able to stay in this beautiful little apartment, mini flat, self-contained unit thing for free, because I'm underneath my family's home, or the home that I grew up in. So I'm really lucky in that sense. So the money that I'm spending is really only the money that I'm spending for my, you know, like it's groceries and gas, it's a necessity, in my phone, but then everything else, it's just more like my own entertainment or my own fun. So the total of everything I spent this month was $1,130.32. So that's quite a lot. I definitely want to get better at that over the next couple of months. I feel like when you're doing a challenge like this and you're doing it for a long time, like for a year rather than a month, you do kind of have to ease yourself in and sort of slowly work it out and get clearer on your rules, for me at least. If I was just doing it for a month, I would definitely just like go hard and like, you know, really be strict on myself. But I think because it's such a long time, I'm being a little bit kinder on myself. But I definitely see areas where I really need to improve and get better with. And yeah, but I was able to save quite a lot of money this month as well, because there was areas where I definitely wanted to spend a lot more. Like the same client that I eat out with, or who likes me to eat out with her, most of what we do together is like go around shopping centers, because that's what she really enjoys doing. So I spend a lot of time in shopping centers where otherwise I wouldn't at all. Like there's no reason I personally would go to a shopping center, but because I am with this client, it's quite hard because there's always so much temptation. You know, we're often in like clothing stores and things like that. So there was definitely areas where if I wasn't doing this no buy, I would have spent a lot more money. And I also, in saying that, with eating out with friends, now I think about it, I often treat my friends to food as well. So a lot of that money, not a lot of it, but I would say like a good portion of that money was also because I just shout my friends and buy them food and stuff when we're out, because you know, a lot of my friends are students and stuff like that, and I am very grateful for the fact that I get paid as well as I do, and I have got a very good job that does bring in like a good income for me. So yeah, I think that's everything. I hope that's all the information I wanted to talk about, and yeah, hopefully this was interesting to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for my February update. Okay, bye!